Greetings, astronauts, and welcome back to Astrocandy. Hello, I'm Raven, your host, and we are looking to the stars to find out what to expect during Taurus season in Stargazing. This is an Astrocandy minisode subseries that highlights the most significant transits of each astrological season. Now, this is just a very brief overview of what to expect. If you want more in-depth look, a more real-time look, I will link in the show notes some of my favorite astrologers to follow on Instagram. They are Alice Bell, Elisa Kelly, and The Cosmic Latte on Instagram. They are unmatched, I will say. I've said it before, I'm not an astrologer, but I do my research, I do the journalism, and I tell you what the fuck is good. So let's talk about Taurus season. Today, April 19th, the sun enters Taurus, where it will stay until May 20th. Taurus is an earth sign. It is grounded. It is stable. It could not be more different than Aries, honestly. You know, we started Aries with a bang, but that gunshot was for a marathon, not a sprint. So like Taurus, you are going to want to move slow and steady with patience and persistence. Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet of beauty and romance. So these bulls really like to stop and smell the spring flowers, if you will. Their heads are down, they're working really hard, but they also make time to be present and enjoy life. So I would say the motto for Taurus season is work hard, play hard. I love Taurans. They are so loyal. They are salt of the earth. They are pragmatic. They are taskmasters. And most importantly, they stay true to their values. One of their values being indulging all of their senses. This is a 5 senses sign. They like to smell the best, taste the best, look the best, feel the best, and other senses that I'm forgetting. It could be as simple as going for a leisurely walk in the park and just looking out at all the birds and the mountains, if you're lucky enough, or whatever scenery. They just love to oogle it. They love to enjoy it. Or it could be as marvelous and wonderful as going to a 5-star restaurant and really just having a decadent meal, okay? Luxurious and Taurus are synonymous. So this Taurus season, you're going to find yourself working hard, keeping your head down, getting things done. But you'll also be making time to treat yourself, to pamper yourself. You may go for a massage. You might run the bubble bath. You might buy a luxury candle or a cozy blanket to spruce up your space. You might cook yourself a marvelous meal. What did I do the other day? I went and treated myself to a Starbucks cake pop. Yeah, that was my small indulgence of the day. And not only do Taurans love to work and they love to have fun, like a luxurious kind of fun, not like a crazy wild kind of fun, they're also associated with the second house of personal finance. So this is a really good time to focus on your finances and put in that work to earn what you deserve for all of your efforts. I've been doing this myself. I recently opened up a high yield savings account. Finally, I've been transferring money into that. I've been delegating, okay, what's going to go to what fund. I'm considering opening up a CD. Like I am really taking my finances by the horns, just like a Taurus would do. I'm making calculated, smart decisions, and I'm setting myself up for success in the future. I think that perfectly sums up Taurus, right? They work hard, they enjoy their life, and they're also they've got one eye out on the future and setting themselves up for success. Taurus season is a really good time to tend to those seeds that you planted in Aries season. You know, water them a little bit, make sure they're getting sunshine. Shower them with love and adoration in the hopes that they will bloom this summer. And you can bet that if you are patient, persistent, consistent, they absolutely will. If you want to learn more about Taurus, maybe you have some prominent placements in Taurus, like your sun, your moon, your rising. Maybe you've got a Taurus stellium. Listen to the sign series Taurus to hear more about their personality traits, their likes and dislikes, strengths and weaknesses, and how to make the most of this slow and steady and stable, not to be confused with boring, season. This is going to be a good one. So I'll link that in the show notes so you can catch up On April 23rd, we've got a marvelous full moon in Scorpio. Now, this will not be as intense as the eclipses that we endured. Oh, God. I don't even want to think back to that time. Those eclipses wiped me. I'm an Aries rising, so my first house of self, I was beat the fuck down, but I digress. This is not going to be as intense as that. It might be for people with Scorpio placements, but you might want to make note of this date anyway because Scorpio energy is incredibly potent. And full moons, oh my God, they are the most emotional periods in a lunar cycle. Things are really coming to a climax. And I kind of say that cheekily because Scorpio is associated with sex. So it's going to be a hot and heavy one, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm serious. Your sex life, your relationships, partnerships, dating is going to be a lot more intensified. I'm telling you, unless you're trying to get pregnant, use a condom. But Scorpio is also associated with death and rebirth. We're talking a full transformation. So a lot of us are going to be at that climax wondering what we need to release in order to transform. So I would look at where Scorpio is in your birth chart to really know, like, as far as what house it's in, to know the vibe, what you're going to be focused on during the full moon in Scorpio. But it's gonna be a doozy. Just don't hold on for dear life. Don't do that. Just let it go with grace and ease. And, the next new moon will usher in more peace and blessings. Finally, on April 25th, Mercury goes direct, and it'll be in Aries. Maybe you had some digital mishaps, some miscommunications, some transportation delays, packages got lost in the mail, email bounce backs, flights were delayed. You texted the wrong person. You had a fight with your friend because it was over text and you said the wrong thing, or your computer crashed, or you get it. If any of that happened, you got through it. And just know, now Mercury is direct, the planet of communication, transportation, and technology. And all is good. I mean, at the very least, the chaos will dissipate. I am really looking forward to this transit on April 29th. Venus will be at home when it moves into sensual, luxurious Taurus. So we kind of talked about how Taurus shows up in the world. And with Venus and Taurus, you are really going to be prioritizing self-care. So get the extra sleep. Soak in that bubble bath. Take that long hot shower. Book the massage or the facial. Go on those leisurely strolls. Opt for some playful spring makeup or outfits. Treat yourself. Show up as your best. Invest in yourself, because when you prioritize yourself, you may find that your finances, your love life, your business, your career will flourish. Think of it like this. You can't give to others, whether that's people or things in your life, unless you're giving to yourself. So this is going to be a fun time. Like, indulge, treat yourself. I know we all say, treat yourself. But no, like, really do it when Venus enters Taurus. Then on April 30th, Mars, the planet of action, moves into its home sign of Aries. So if you are feeling ambitious, know that at the end of the month, you're going to be rewarded when you assert yourself. Aries is very confident. It's passionate. It shows up with enthusiasm. So you're going to find yourself the next few weeks around April 30th feeling that fiery spark, ready to get shit done. We're kind of going to be bringing back some of that Aries energy we had during Aries season, and it's going to help us power through Taurus season. This is a good time to really get your fucking shit done. Now, starting May 2nd, Pluto will retrograde until October 11th, and that'll be in the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius, friend groups, hope, wishes, the future, technology. So during this transit, Pluto, which was named after the god of the underworld, I know, dark and scary, will challenge you to address your own bullshit. Your own toxic and negative and destructive behaviors and patterns and belief systems. It's going to ask you, is this really serving you? Is this really what you want for your life? Is this part of your dreams, your aspirations? Is this what you want for your future? This is a really good time to reflect on all that, all your mistakes and the lessons that you've learned, so you can decide how you want to move forward. Any retrograde is asking us to slow down, so definitely do that. But this one in particular, with Pluto being in Aquarius, things are going to get they're going to get deep. They're going to get ugly, especially when it comes to those themes of hopes, wishes, the future, dreams, technology, your friends. Now, Pluto is an outer planet, and it will affect everyone differently depending on where it shows up in your birth chart. But because it is an outer planet, it won't be that omnipresent. It'll kind of be something that's just like a common theme running in the background. So just keep that in mind. It's not going to wreck your life, but it is going to be something to think about. Finally, on May 7th, we've got a new moon in Taurus. This is going to give us the stability that we need to grow during this upcoming lunar cycle. It's a really good time to think about what you want in your life as far as love and relationships and finances, and then put those roots down so that they'll bloom later this year. Start calling in what you want. New moons are a really good time to manifest. So figure out where Taurus is in your birth chart, work with that energy, and just in general, with Taurus being all about beauty and love and self-care and hard work, those are also themes you want to focus on. Like, what in your business do you want to accomplish? What about your relationships? What about your finances? So think about it like that. And that is what you can expect this Taurus season. If you want more, you can subscribe to our free weekly newsletter. It's called the Astrocandy Postcard, where I feature things like stargazing. So every week I tell you what's happening in the stars and how it's going to affect you. Pop astrology is what's happening in pop culture and astrology. I give you recommendations. I give you gift guides, which, speaking of gift guides, coming up on Monday, the Astrocandy Postcard, the free newsletter, is going to have a Taurus season gift guide. And I'm super pumped about it. It was so fun picking gifts for Taurus season. So whether you're going to buy these gifts for someone else or treat yourself, because hello, Taurus season, it's a good one to have. And this is free, by the way. So I encourage you to sign up at the link in the show notes. Again, in the show notes, all my favorite astrologers to follow for more real-time updates on social media. And yeah, I think that about covers it. If you enjoyed this episode, I would just love it if you would rate 5 stars, whether that's on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, or tell a friend. Send this episode to a friend if they're like, oh my God, what's happening in the universe? What does it all mean? Just send this episode to them. Be like, this will explain it in less than 15 minutes. All right. I will talk to you next week, astronauts. Bye.